the curious dance of the heart, where the invisible strings of attachment pull and sway in mysterious rhythms. Today, we delve into the hidden world of longing, the secret signs an avoidant is missing you. You might be familiar with the concept of an avoidant attachment style, those souls who seem to forever tiptoe around emotional closeness, as if it's a delicate web that might ensnare them at any moment. They often appear aloof, detached, or even indifferent. Yet beneath this facade, an entire symphony of emotions plays on, often unbeknownst to the casual observer. Imagine, if you will, a majestic castle surrounded by a deep, impenetrable moat. Its towers are tall and its walls are thick, designed to keep intruders at bay. But inside there's a garden, blooming with life, vibrant and yearning for sunlight. The avoidant is much like this castle, guarding their inner world with fervor, yet secretly hoping someone might find a way to cross the moat and appreciate the beauty within. Now, let us embark on a journey through the telltale signs that reveal when such a fortress is quietly yearning for your presence. You see, when an avoidant misses you, they may not say it outright. Words are not their preferred currency. Instead, they communicate through actions, small and often subtle gestures that speak volumes if you know where to look. Consider the peculiar case of the phone that buzzes with notifications at odd hours. You might receive a message, a seemingly innocuous one, asking about your well-being or sharing an article that reminded them of you. It's their way of reaching out, of bridging that emotional chasm, albeit cautiously. The avoidant, in their own unique manner, is whispering, "I am thinking of you," without ever uttering those words. And then there's the curious phenomenon of social media. Oh, the digital age has provided a playground for the avoidant to express their longing in the most indirect ways. They might not like your posts or comment on your pictures, but notice how they watch your stories religiously, almost as if they're keeping a silent vigil over your digital presence. It's a subtle nod, an acknowledgement of your ongoing narrative, a quiet reminder that they're still very much a part of your story, even if they're lurking in the shadows. But let us not forget the art of physical presence, or more aptly, the lack of it. The avoidant might not actively seek your company, but pay attention to the places they frequent. You might find them appearing at gatherings where they know you'll be, or perhaps they take a sudden interest in activities you enjoy. It's their way of sharing space with you without the pressure of direct interaction. Like a moth drawn to a flame, they orbit your world, hoping to bask in your warmth even from a distance. Now, consider the peculiar habit of nostalgia, a charming quirk of the human condition. An avoidant missing you might reminisce about shared experiences, perhaps bringing up a past adventure or a private joke. It's their way of revisiting a moment when the walls were lowered and the connection felt genuine and unguarded. In reliving these memories, they momentarily touch upon the vulnerability they so ardently protect themselves against. But what of the moments when the avoidant seems to pull away, retreating even further into their fortress? This is where the plot thickens. You see, when an avoidant misses you, they might paradoxically create distance as a means of self-preservation. It's a curious defense mechanism, driven by the fear of being overwhelmed by their own emotions. In these times, patience becomes your greatest ally. For the avoidant, absence does indeed make the heart grow fonder, though it may not always appear so on the surface. And yet, there exists a glimmer of hope in the form of their subtle changes in behavior. Perhaps they begin to share a bit more about their day, or they ask for your opinion on matters they usually keep private. These small openings are significant, akin to the castle lowering its drawbridge ever so slightly, inviting you to step closer. It's a sign that the avoidant is testing the waters, exploring the possibility of deeper connection, of letting someone into their inner sanctum, Now I must regale you with a tale of two souls navigating the labyrinth of avoidant attachment. There was once a young woman, fiercely independent, with a heart guarded by invisible armor. She cherished her solitude, yet found herself inexplicably drawn to a man who, in his quiet way, mirrored her own detachment. They danced around each other, each wary of the other's defenses, yet unable to dismiss the undeniable pull between them. In their shared moments, she noticed the subtle signs. The way he lingered a bit longer in conversation, how he would send her music that resonated with their unspoken emotions, and how he would mention her in passing to mutual friends, as if weaving her into the fabric of his life. These gestures spoke volumes, whispering of a longing that transcended his avoidant tendencies, and so, with patience and understanding, she gently encouraged him to lower his defenses, to trust in the connection they shared. Slowly, the walls began to crumble, revealing the vibrant garden within, a place where vulnerability was not a weakness, but a testament to the strength of their bond. In the end, the secret signs an avoidant is missing you are not found in grand declarations or overt displays of affection. Instead, they reside in the quiet, often overlooked moments, the lingering gaze, the shared memory, the unexpected message. It is in these whispers that the depth of their longing is truly heard. So, my dear listener, if you find yourself entwined with an avoidant, take heart. Look beyond the facade, and you may discover a love that, though initially elusive, is as profound and enduring as the most ancient of tales. For in the end, it is the journey through the labyrinth of the heart that reveals the true nature of longing and connection.
If you believe this video might help someone dear to you, share it with them. A small gesture on your part could mean the world to a friend in need.